Good morning, guys. It is October 17th on Saturday, so that means that it is time for A Touch of Whimsy's 24-hour readathon. It actually started at midnight, but I was asleep at that time. So it is starting now for me and will go until I basically fall asleep today, so maybe I'll stay up late tonight. I am on vacation next week, so I don't really have many plans for the weekend except this. So and the A Touch of Whimsy readathon, the details are actually on Alexandra Roseland's channel, and I will link that down below. And I'm also going to be posting quite a few things today on my Instagram, and I'm going to be bringing you guys along. But I wanted to discuss the books that I'll be reading for this. So the first one is Mexican Gothic by Silvia Moreno Garcia, and I am so excited about this one. I've heard really good things. It's going to be spooky, and I've heard that there's a lot of different horror in here. But so this story is about a girl who gets a call from her cousin in Mexico who says that she thinks her husband might be trying to kill her. So when the cousin goes to her cousin's house to check it out, her cousin tells her that it's just, I think, tuberculosis, like everything's fine and whatever. But as the cousin stays there, our main character, as she stays in this house, some creepy things start happening. And that's all I know. That's all I want to know. So I'm thrilled to get into this one. I've seen it everywhere. The cover is so gorgeous, and I can't wait to let you guys know what I think about this, and I'm hoping I really enjoy it. And the next book I will be reading is Home Before Dark by Riley Sager. And I'm actually going a little later to pick that up from the library because my local library didn't have it, but they're in a branch of other libraries, and so another library does have it, and I will be driving to pick it up. But I'm very excited about this one because Riley Sager is probably one of my favorite thriller authors that I've read from so far. I've read Final Girls and The Last Time I Lied, and I really enjoyed both of them. And so far, Final Girls is my favorite, but I've heard really good things about Home Before Dark, so I'm looking forward to having a new favorite from him. But I will definitely let you guys know what I think about both of these. So I'm going to be reading Mexican Gothic first, and then when I finish it, I will pick up Home Before Dark. And I may not finish Home Before Dark before the end of the day, but I'm hoping to get quite a good chunk of it done. But I will definitely keep you guys posted on my reading progress for today's readathon, and I will talk to you later, guys. Okay guys, so I am headed into town, so I'm only going to talk for a little bit, but I have read 2 chapters of Mexican Gothic, and it's really good so far. It's moving along pretty quickly. We've already kind of gotten a little background on Noemi's relationship with her cousin. They were apparently really close as kids, practically sisters, so it's understandable why she wants to go and check in on her. And we've also kind of gotten a background on the creepy house that she's going to be staying in while she's visiting her cousin Catalina. But I'm enjoying it so far. I downloaded the audiobook on my phone as well, so I'm going to listen to that. I'm trying to use all of my credits on Audible so that I can start using Libro FM. I think I have like 6 credits left now that I downloaded Mexican Gothic. But I'm enjoying the story so far. I'm going to listen to the audiobook, and I'm about to go and pick up the book Home Before Dark at the library. And then I will be back home reading. So just wanted to give you guys a little update, and I will see you guys soon. Hey guys, so I'm back from my trip to the library, which was actually unsuccessful because that library is not open on this Saturday. They're only open on the 2nd and 4th Saturdays. So today is the 3rd Saturday. So I was able to order it as a pickup on Barnes & Noble, but the Barnes & Noble store that I use is actually an hour away. So my mom actually happens to be there today, and she's going to pick it up for me. But I wanted to show you guys my little fall haul that I have here, because one of the bingo prompts is to light a fall candle, and I did not have any, so I had to go and pick one up. But the stores are already selling tons of Christmas stuff. So there was like very, very little fall Halloween items out. But I was able to pick up a candle. It's actually a Betty Crocker candle, and it is cranberry apple pie. And it smells so good. Smells like fall. And so I am using that one for that prompt. I'll probably take this little sticker off, but you can see it's red. Oh, it smells so good. So I got that, but I also picked up a few other little cute Halloween things for like decor, and maybe for some Instagram pictures. But I got this skull, and it is glittery. I don't know how well you can see in the video, but I mean, it's so adorable. And I got these little LED tea lights. So I opened this one already so that I could show you guys what it looks like lit up. But I thought about putting it in my pumpkin that I had in my October TBR in the background, because it actually lets you put like a little light or candle in there. And then I also got this little scarecrow. It was the cutest thing. I had to have her, and her hat won't stay up so that you can see her face. But see, she's got little pigtails and her little pants. She's so cute. But she's gonna be a little decoration as well. And finally, one of the things I'm most excited about is this necklace of pumpkin lights. And look, it's got different functions, so it can flash like that, or like this, or you could just leave them on. But yes, they're so adorable. Oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah, I've listened to a little bit more of Mexican Gothic. It's pretty interesting, but I'm not too much further than the last time I updated you guys. So what I'm about to do is sit and read. I'm going to turn on the Addams Family. I'll turn the volume down really low and just kind of get in that spirit, and light my candle and read Mexican Gothic. So I'll see you guys in a little while. Hey guys, so it is a little bit past 11 p.m. and this lighting is terrible, so I apologize, but I wanted to tell you that I finished Mexican Gothic, and it was everything I've been looking for this spooky season. It was weird and gross. Like, I've heard people describe this book as gross, and I wasn't really sure what they meant by that, but when I tell you that it's got some very gross aspects, I mean it. Now, it does not pick up on that part. Like, you don't really start figuring out what's happening until like a little bit after the second half of the book, because I mean, it's pretty slow moving, I think, before you get to the actual action and the mystery of everything that's going on in this house. But I did enjoy this, and I think I'm gonna give it 4 stars. almost feel like I need to think about it. I don't know, that rating could change because I mean, I literally just finished it. But that being said, I do think I'm probably going to have some weird dreams after reading this because there was just some weird things going on. And I just have to give props to Silvia Moreno Garcia because I don't even know how she came up with this craziness that happened in this story. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think it is the perfect read for spooky Halloween season. So I definitely recommend it to those of you who can tolerate grossness. It wasn't exactly terrifying, I guess. I can definitely see how it would be in a real life setting, obviously. And I can definitely see if I have dreams about this, like it's going to really terrify me in the dreams. But I did enjoy this, and I think that I think most horror readers will enjoy it. It's not as riddled with horror as you would think it would be, but like I said, I enjoyed it and I definitely recommend it for this season. Now, since it is 11 p.m., we are nearing the midnight mark for the 24-hour readathon, but I am going to go ahead and dive into Home Before Dark. And I have it here. I have the physical copy, and it is actually mine. It is not the library copy that I would have borrowed if the library had been open. So my mom was able to successfully acquire my Barnes & Noble pickup today. But I am going to start this one and read it up until midnight because I am pretty sleepy, and so we will see how far I actually get into it. But I'm very excited to read this one. Like I said, I've read Riley Sager books before and really enjoyed them, and this one in particular is about a haunted house, so it's going to kind of fall into the watch or read a ghost story category. And Mexican Gothic was my read a scary story, which, like I said, it would be definitely scary if this happened in real life. So I'm going to get this started, and I will probably touch on it briefly before I go to bed and close this vlog fully. So I will see you guys shortly. Okay guys, so I just was going to tell you, I'm only probably going to get to read about 20 minutes of Home Before Dark, but I wanted to show you why. So I actually decided to, instead of carving my pumpkin, I drew on him, and he's actually really cute. Let me show you. So I made my pumpkin into Dracula, and he's so cute, right? Like, he needs his little red cape, and I probably will do another layer of black for his hair. But yeah, he turned out super adorable, so that's another one checked off on the bingo card. Hey guys, so as you can see, it is morning time, but what you don't know is that it's actually 2 weeks since I finished the readathon. I had my week of vacation, which I actually mentioned at the beginning of this vlog, but while we were on vacation, we actually took a couple of days and went out of town, did a little bit of a social distancing vacation, and just spent some time together. And I had actually intended on reading, and I had actually even planned to maybe do a reading vlog while I was on that week of vacation, but I ended up not doing any reading, and we just kind of caught up on the Vampire Diaries, and we just kind of hung out together and ate and did a little bit of shopping. And so I do have a big book haul that I'll be filming maybe today and uploading for you guys next week. But it was really nice to get away. We haven't took any time off this year other than just here and there for some appointments. But it was so nice to get that week away. We usually go on at least one, usually 2 trips a year. So it's been kind of hard on us this year because we're big travelers, and obviously we haven't been able to do that. But it was nice to get away and kind of unwind. And I felt so refreshed this Monday when I went back to work. And it was just, I can't recommend it enough. If you haven't had the opportunity to kind of take some time off, get time to yourself in a healthy, safe way, I definitely recommend you find a way to do that, because it is just so important for your mental health, especially with everything that's been going on this year. But Now, back to the closing of this reading vlog. So obviously I discussed I was able to finish Mexican Gothic, and I did really enjoy this one, and I can't really remember what I had decided to give a rating for it earlier in the vlog, but I think that I ended up giving it 4 stars, because I really did enjoy it. It was a little bit slow moving and not quite what I thought it was going to be. Like, I thought there were going to be some more thrilling aspects, and it was definitely weird. If you enjoy weirdness in your thrillers, this is definitely for you. And there were a few aspects that were gross, like I said, but they weren't overly so that it turned me off from the book, because I'm not one who really enjoys gross or gory things in their stories, and this one just had like a tiny element of it. There are a few trigger warnings that I will mention in the description, and so be wary of that, but this was a really good one, and it's definitely what I wanted during the spooky season, like I mentioned, and I recommend it for you guys, and I really enjoyed the writing style as well, so I'm very interested in picking up some more of her books, because I know that she has Gods of Jade and Shadow. I've seen several people mention it and that it was really good, so I am definitely interested in checking that one out. So the tab in here, I have one little tab. My husband is actually of Mexican descent, and so this was something that I noticed that I thought was cute and wanted to share with him. She mentioned they have a tradition at a birthday party. They sing happy birthday to you, and they tell you to take a bite of the cake, but someone always shoves your head into the cake as a joke, and she mentions that in here, and so I thought that was kind of cute and wanted to tab it so that I could share it with him later. But this is set in the 1950s, and I did not realize that when I started the book, because I don't know, I didn't look too much into this book because I wanted to know as little as possible going into it, since it was a thriller, and I did not know that it was set in the 1950s. And when I figured it out is because she mentioned about women not being able to vote yet, and so I was kind of curious, and I was like, what? And I looked it up, and it said that they did get the right to vote in 1963. So I looked up when this was set, and that it said it is set in the 1950s. And she's kind of, our main character is kind of what you would call a debutante, kind of. She's a socialite. She goes to parties, and she's pretty well off. And it starts almost immediately. We find out that she's going to go visit her cousin in this rural area of Mexico, where she has moved in with her English husband. And I also did not realize that it was going to have this English family in it. They're the ones who have this house. They had a mining company years ago, and they had several creepy and unexplained things happen to workers at this mining company before it actually closed down, and that's kind of what leads you to figure out something is off with where this house is set. So it's very interesting. I don't want to say much more than that. I definitely recommend you go into it not knowing much, because it just amps up the thriller value of it. And let me know if you also read this one and what you thought of it, because like I said, it wasn't exactly what I expected when I started it, but I did end up overall really liking it. And then, as I mentioned before, I did start a little bit of Home Before Dark by Riley Sager, and I'm very excited to get more into it, but I was only able to read about 20 minutes of it when I did start it that night. And I didn't read obviously while I was on vacation, and when I started this past week, I was trying to catch up on my Thriller Thursdays, so I didn't get to Home Before Dark anymore, but I did read like the first chapter of it, and I really enjoyed it. There's just something so comforting about getting into a book with a writer's style that you are familiar with and that you enjoy. Like, it just feels so comforting. And like I said, I really enjoy Riley Sager's books. I've read Final Girls and The Last Time I Lied, and so far Final Girls is my favorite. but I think I've heard really good things about this one, and I actually just watched, before filming this, Cody from Cody's Book Corner. She read this for 1 week of October for one of her vlogs, and she actually did a reactions reel without context, and she seemed to really enjoy the ending of it. She was kind of iffy, but she did really end up enjoying it. So I'm very excited to get more into it. Obviously, I probably will still be finishing it into November, but that's okay. I can read thrillers all year round because I've found that I really enjoy them. So if you guys have read this book, please let me know what you think about it. Did you enjoy it? Did you like the twist at the end? Did you feel like it was twisty? Did you feel like it was predictable? Because I honestly prefer my thrillers to be unpredictable. Like, those are the best kind to me. Like when I read Final Girls by Riley Sager, I didn't personally see the twist coming, and I actually had another friend read it like right after I did, and she also didn't see the twist coming. It kind of both blew our minds, and that's something today that we still will kind of reflect back on and talk about when it comes up in conversation. But I have enjoyed just the first chapter of this so far, and I know that I'm probably going to enjoy it overall because I have enjoyed both of his other books as well. In reference to the bingo card itself, I have it pulled up over here on my laptop, so that's what I'll kind of be looking at. But I was able to complete 2 bingos on the card. So I made a cozy drink. As you saw, I made hot chocolate, and I read a scary book, which was Mexican Gothic. And I did light my fall candle, the Betty Crocker candle I got in my little fall haul you guys saw. And I read Home Before Dark, just a little bit of it, which is what I'm considering my ghost story because it is about a haunted house. And then I ended up getting the other bingo, which included Watch Hocus Pocus, which I watched later in the evening. I didn't film any of that, but I did kind of join in on A Touch of Whimsy's Discord, where people were kind of discussing the movie and what they were reading, and that was pretty fun. And it's been a long time since I had watched Hocus Pocus, even though it's my favorite Halloween movie, and it just was so refreshing to kind of watch it, and I always enjoy it. But I also did carve a pumpkin, and of course I didn't carve him, but I did draw on him and make him into Dracula, and he was super adorable, as you guys saw. And once again, I did the light a fall candle and then watch a spooky movie. So I watched Addams Family, which obviously now as an adult, it's not as spooky as it was when I was a child, but I still think it's kind of spooky. They're obviously a creepy family with creepy habits and just weird, but there's definitely some spooky elements to it, and so I definitely think it qualifies. But I really enjoyed doing this 24-hour readathon, guys, and I can't wait to do more and share more vlogs with you all. And I'll definitely be continuing reading some thrillers throughout the end of the year, and I can't wait to share my experiences with you guys on those. But I want to know, what are your favorite mystery thriller reads, and what reads have you been reading in the month of October? Obviously, we are at the very end of it, but I definitely enjoy hearing what everyone else is reading as far as thrillers and mystery goes, because in my previous reading history, I read a lot of romance, but when I started getting book of the month, they obviously have really good choices for thriller books, and the first book that I chose from them was a thriller book, and I was just so blown away how much I enjoyed it. And so I've been kind of reading some thrillers here and there and figuring out what I actually like within the genre. So I always enjoy hearing what other people think and what other books people like, so that I can give them a try to continue kind of whittling down what exactly it is that I enjoy about this particular genre. But I also wanted to share with you guys, I went to Dollar General yesterday, and they still had a few Halloween and fall things out, but I got this little garland, and I probably will use it like next year for decorations and stuff, and maybe even I might post like an Instagram picture today or something with it. But it's so cute, and it was only $1, guys. So it's got these little pumpkins like this. Isn't he precious? And then it's got the little yarn, and there's five pumpkins on here. They, let me show you their faces. So, they keep flipping around. I can't see your faces. Yeah, they're cute. Yeah, see, Rex? No. Get down. Get down. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys those because I thought they were so precious and they were only $1, and I love a good deal. So yeah, but this is going to be it for this vlog, and like I said, I will see you guys soon with another one. Bye.